And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Garoppolo now. He finds his target, Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches. And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And they're getting him involved early. You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. That is caught at the 7. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Rams have got it back. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty. Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. Super. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. But that's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Woods. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now out come the Giants. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset,
Yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hard ball. Hard ball. We're good. We're good. 2 up.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air again. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He dumps it off to Barkley. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Here's Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
76. 5.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now gone. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Garoppolo over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A quick hitter complete. It's Lewis. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
13.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's into the clear. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, it's Gurley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
12.
On first and goal. Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. To throw is gone. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10.
11. Single. 11. 6.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
12.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Deuce. DC. Maverick.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Looking this time for runs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And some space here. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
What do you need?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
What do you need? 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run there by Gurley. 67 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hurry up.
Garoppolo on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, boys, got four down. By 20. What do you need?
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Louis.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And who's got it? The Giants! Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases that they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
26, Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Come on now. 3 down, 3 down. Let, like 20. Super.
From his goal line here, gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Cut. Like 20. Cut.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
12, 12.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Wait.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11. Go. 180. Come on.
Goff on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Super. 12.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Super one. DC.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Goff on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Here we go.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Here we go. Here we go. Wait,
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
We got 4.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
Again they run with Gurley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down. 4 down. Here we go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, well, the problems